Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old friend Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris monthly DAS Masters for January 2026. It's January 34th, so it's probably about time to get this tournament wrapped up. What we've got for you right now is the Final Four. There they are. The Final Four. Seed number 1, 8-time DAS Masters champion, including being the reigning Mega Dasters champion, Pixel Andy, will take on seed number 28, Eliash. So yeah, seed 28, seed 1 in the semifinals, and I'm not going to say it's a toss-up, but it could go either way. It is DAS. And then the other match is going to be the runner-up in Mega Dasters of 2025, Wallbant, taking on, 9-time Masters event winner, Blue Scooty. So this is a very, very crazy, action-packed DAS Masters. Pretty excited about this one. Just a quick note for this one. This was a record-breaking qualifying that happened. Pixel Andy was, had the record-breaking qualifier. 1.21 million as a qualifying average. That was the highest DAS Masters qualifier of all time. Both scores above 1.2. He had a 1.211 and a 1.209. And and then of course the runner-up in the qualifier was Bendy, who had a 1.209 and a 1.199 for just only the second 1.2 in DAS Masters history as far as a qualifying average. So record-breaking month in this one. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, we are going to be best of 5. Let's talk about that on the rules. Yeah, let's take a look at our rules. So, what is this? This is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play an emulator or console as long as the game mechanics of they can use a controller. So long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. Oh, they're saying Bendy was first. Well, not for long. But no biological turbo. So right, no electronical, mechanical, or even biological turbo, because this is a DAS tournament. So for the semifinals, these are going to be best of 5s. The finals will be a best of 7, right? Isn't that how we've done it? Best of 7 in the finals? Is that right? I don't even remember the rules. What are the rules again? I don't know. Is that what it is? Best of 7? 6, 7, somewhere. Let me just make sure the monthlies. The monthlies are, the monthlies, the semis are best of 5. The finals are best of 7. So that is what we are going to do. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece that's re-rolled between each game of the match. Hertz and input display, those should be turned on, players. So if you're listening to me right now, make sure those are turned on. I don't want to mess with it. And remember, yes, this is a DAS tournament, so please heed the spirit of DAS. That means no hyper tapping, no rolling, no slow tapping your way all the way through the tournament. Emergency taps, fine. Slow taps in the middle of the board, good, fine. That's DAS. Quick tap at the end of a DAS movement, that's fine. No double quick tap, though. We are stringent. But anyway, that is a DAS tournament, so just play DAS, okay? You should not receive any advice while you're playing a game. You should not pause unless the commentator tells you to. If you do experience technical issues, just keep playing. So problems with OBS or your internet or your capture or your camera or your computer or anything else, just keep playing and I will sort it out. Don't pause and go, oh, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna restart this, right? Don't do that. I will sort it out. Mostly fairly. Okay, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool which is in need of serious help. We are at $550. Our goal, our target is 1,000. That is what we are looking to get to. If we do that, we can pay the top 8. If we don't get to that, we're going to pay the top 4, and that's fine. That's, you know, that's okay. It's great if you're Pixel Andy, Eliash, Blue Screw, your wall band, but it's not so great if you're Scotto, Leo, Bendy, or Dog, right? So let's go ahead and pay our top 8. Help us out any amount. 1, 2, 5, 25, 100, 450. We'll even take $449.99. We would accept that. That is fine. And all the 6 7s and 6 9s and 4 20s and all the funny numbers and that is all allowed. So you are allowed to do that. But please help the prize pool out. We can only continue this event so long as the prize pool is supported. I am not going to drag people into a tournament and, try to get them into every single month. If it's, a low prize pool tournament, and that's fine. If you don't want to contribute, that is fine. It's just there'll be fewer Taskmasters, and that is the reality. So let us go ahead and give you the link to go to the Matcherino page for this tournament. You can click on the link that I just put in the chat. You can use the Matcherino command to bring up those links later. The one that says DAS or DM, that is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner has got a button. It says log in. And if you want to log in, you have to click that button. And once you click that, you'll be able to log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. You do not have to go through a separate account creation process. It's easy. And then once you're in, look on the right side of the page, it says contribute. Click on that, and then you can contribute. And yeah, drop in whatever you can. Just even like $1 just to get this thing moving, right, would be great. So thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. We do need a lot of help. And we don't have DAS Masters next month. So, if you're like a DAS person and you're like, I'll contribute next month, do it this month because there isn't one next month. You log in with Facebook. Cousin Avi is apparently 70 years old. So Cousin Avi's logging in with Facebook. Whatever gets you in there is totally fine. But anyway, that is how to support our players. If you want to support the channel, don't support the channel. Support the players. I'll show you. This is how to do it. Patreon.com/monthly. Tetris is one way. Just like these people have done. Scott Gray, JK9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Nate, Mr. Brain, Corporal Shelby, Jr., Troydan, Kim Mem, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason Sunny, and a whole host of other people. But they are supporting us on Patreon. You can do it too if you want to. If you want to find another way to support us, use that support command. You'll find ways there, including if you don't like Patreon, you can make recurring pledges through Streamlabs and PayPal. And if you're on YouTube and you want to support the channel, you have super chats, stickers. You can subscribe to the channel with the join button just below the video player. You can gift subscriptions as well. Twitch, you got bits, subs, gift subs. If you're an Amazon Prime member, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming sub, and it's use it or lose it, so don't lose it. But don't support us until the prize pool is filled. If you're like, I'm going to drop this channel some support, don't do it until the prize pool is filled. I really want, we just had 6 7 come in from Sky Higher. Perfect. But anyway, don't support the channel until the prize pool is filled. Okay? Good. Cousin Avi gifted a sub to Doc Pie. That's fine. Okay. We'll do it. But you can do what you want. All right. Let's bring over these players. These players are too big. Let us, cut them back a little bit. Andy in a different room than I'm familiar with. So Andy might be, in a different place. This is pretty nice. Both players wearing red. All right. And let's get this individual cut down to size. Let's get as much of these dudes in the thing as we can. Oh, now he's gone. Eliash is gone. It's like, nope. Not doing it. All right, he's back. All right, we'll get Eliash in here. Oh, that is some camera. I'll tell you that. That is a good one. Camera for the 75 Andy Pixel. Let me just fix. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just get all this stuff going. I will drop the pieces in the chat, players, but feel free to take another minute. Oh, it says top 8. That's lies. Avi with the 1702 that gets us up to 567.69. Thank you, Avi. Appreciate that. Vandy, what's the approximate weekly time commitment for you to cast classic Tetris events? Casting is only part of it. There's also the prep. It ends up being about 30 to 35 hours a week, something like that. But all right, let's go ahead. Just all the work involved and all the other stuff. Okay, so it looks like both players are ready. So let us go ahead and get them started, and then we can yap. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, A69, AC4. People are very excited about silly seed numbers in the chat. Well, on the left side of your screen, it is Pixel Andy. Pixel Andy, seed number 1, had the qualifying world record in this event. I don't know, is that a world record? Is that a tournament record? Whatever it is, he had the highest qualifying average in DAS Masters history this month. It was a 1.21 million. He's got a PB of 1.33 million. Now, the little graphic says 1.33, but I can assure you his PB is a million times that. So we got to figure out who this intern is and deal with them. But Andy, number 1 ranked DAS player in the world, according to the Premier Poll. That is a ranking of Tetris players in open and DAS competition. And you can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. You can use the PP command in chat to bring up the link. Link. There it is. Andy is I was thinking the word 8 and then 8th and then link. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Anyway, Andy is an 8-time winner in our DAS Masters series. He's won 7 monthlies and our annual DAS championship, which took place in October into November, called Mega Dasters. We've held these DAS events 11 times, right? 10 monthlies, 1 championship. Andy has won 8. The other 2 are Dog with 2 and Giovanni with 1. So Andy clearly on a whole other level. He's also the winner of CTWC's North American DAS Championship, the Jonas Cup in 2025. And he was the runner-up in CTWC's DAS World Championship in Germany in 2025, runner-up to Giovanni, another one of our DAS Masters winners. So it takes a champion to take out a champion. Pixel Andy also a, 6-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, finished runner-up in 2020 and 2 other top 4 finishes. And Yeah, he's one of the game crashers, and he's got a lot going on, that Pixel Andy. 203 for Pixel Andy, 219 for Eliash. Trying to figure out exactly what seems to be slowing down things right now. But on the right side, it is Eliash. Why are things... I don't know what's slowing things down right now. Eliash has played pretty much in like DAS events and a couple of other events. He made it into our Mega Masters event in 2025 as a DAS player. He actually made it into CTM Masters as a DAS player in June 2025. If you want to go back and see a great match, take a look at Eliash in Mega Masters against Miles. That was a match for the ages. You think, oh, DAS players versus, goated roller or whatever. No, this was a match to watch. 308 for Pixel Andy, 296 for Eliash. Eliash was in the top 4 of our Mega Dasters Annual Championship, first annual, back in October, November. And he has also 4 other top 8 finishes in DAS Masters. So if he can get to the finals, it'll be his first time in the finals in DAS Masters. $358 for Pixel Andy, $367 for Eliash. Looks like we had a contribution to the prize pool from Summer B, who said DAS, 3231 to get us up to 600 even. Summer B loves to even out these prize pools. Avi came in with the 1702, said hi from Facebook. And Sky Higher came in with the 67 cents. So thank you, everybody, for your contributions. $400 away from paying our top 8. Eliash right now, about 9,000 points ahead. Same line count. He's going to get a Tetris 460. Pixel Andy from the USA, Eliash from Ecuador. Well, I think right now Eliash in Canada, honorary Canadian. Got a PB of 1.3, so 2 1.3ers here, also ranked 12 in the Premier poll. And if you missed Eliash's most recent match, the top 8 match, you should probably see that one too. There's so many good matches in DAS Masters. 505 from Pixel Andy, 531 from Eliash. What's going on, Chen? How's it going? We're into 19 now, 562, 585 Eliash. And we're actually into level 20. I'm trying to figure out something going on my computer. I don't know what it is. Hopefully we'll be okay. I do not want to have to restart, but CPU usage is a bit more than usual. So I got to figure that out. 616 Pixel Andy, 666 Eliash. Stolen short sword with the raid. Party of 7. Thank you, Short Sword. We're into level 22. Now, this is a best of 5. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner and goes to the finals. Level 18 starts. Level 19 is the first transition, and then really the only transition, because the next one is level 29, which is, for all intents and purposes, a kill screen for DAS. And he's got to be careful on that left side of the screen. You could really use a long bar like right now. All right, he's going to be able to open this up, and he's going to bring this down. So I'm going to immediate crisis averted. And yeah, there's the long bar for Andy. 772. And now Eliash in a little bit of trouble. There's a Tetris for Eliash. He's going to bring this down. 789. Vangeller, what do you think Tiggy means? I don't know. And I don't think I care. Tiggy. 840 for Pixel Andy, 794 for Ellie. If I had to guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't care to guess. If I had to guess, I would punch the person making me guess, and then I would run out the door and call the police. Because why would I have to guess? 895 for Eliash, 882 for Pixel Andy. Finals is best of 7. All right, we're into 28. Eliash 974. He's got 2 more if he can avoid burning. And he's going to try to avoid burning. And there's 1. He can set up for another. He's going to be set up for it. He's at A09. Pixel Andy has only 1 more. And if he gets it, oh, there's 1 for Eliash, A45. Pixel Andy in at A30. And we know Pixel Andy has an ability here. He's at 39, A39. And we know that he can play post 29, but that is up too high, and he is not going to be able to do it. So double maxes, double 29s, and Andy's triple right at the end. Not going to be enough. And Eliash goes up 1 game to none on Pixel Andy. Well, there you go. That's a good game number 1. That's what you expect in the semifinals. Close all the way to the end. Let's go ahead and give these players some more pieces. You can take a moment if you need it. 963018. All numbers. Why am I looking at STM here? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. No, I don't need this open. Let's see if we can get our CPU usage down. There's nothing running. Why is this running? It doesn't make sense. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, Pixel Andy and Eliash, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing. I thought I uninstalled this. Vandy has a Bitcoin miner going while streaming. Is it even... Like, how do you even mine Bitcoin? I mean, is it even worth it? Isn't there so much work that has to be... I mean, people must be doing it, I guess, but I don't even know how you do it. I mean, you certainly can't... I don't know. Chips are going up. Price is coming down. All right, little delayed burn there for Eliash after that flat long bar. If finals, why say semis? Because the finals, this leads into the finals. It's the finale. Stanislav, I don't need to take, I don't need any poop right now. Tetris Eliash 100,000. 99 Pixel Andy. My buddy used to heat his house with his rig. I did a bit of Bitcoin mining when I lived at uni, and I had my power bill included in my rent, so I didn't have to pay for any of it. Did you go to a public university? So was it the rest of us that had to pay for it? Oh, goodness. I think I know the problem. Yeah, I know the problem. It's not a good problem. I don't know how this happened. Okay, yeah, sorry. $269 for Eliash, $289 for Pixel Andy. I think I should be good for the rest of the stream, but that was concerning. I don't know how that happened. Thank goodness for Dropbox. $313 for Pixel Andy, $315 for Eliash. Thank goodness for Dropbox. No one ever? Are you kidding? Dropbox is an incredibly useful tool. I know you're an IT guy, so you're probably all poo-pooing it, but I don't know. It just saves CTM right now. I got an error message and I'm like, wait, what is this? So on a little hunch, I went and looked at my, my Finder, and it says, oh, by the way, you only have 1 gigabyte of hard drive space available. And I'm like, wait, what? So I just quickly made a bunch of, and I'm recording. So I just quickly made a bunch of files online only very quickly. So I just freed up about 88 gigs just doing that. But this local recording is going to be a little compromised. So we'll have to figure that out. 428 for Eliash, 468 Pixel Andy. Seth the Avali says, Vandy, isn't it awesome when pets cuddly like when they just come up and snuggle up to you when you're doing something? Yeah, it is. It is nice. All right. Well, there you go. Dropbox saving CTM. $479 for Eliash, $508 for Pixel Andy. Yeah, I don't know how this happened. Normally, I move this stuff over to an offline storage, like a network attached storage. And I guess I haven't done that in a few months, but I don't usually need to do that for like 6 months. That's weird. A skimming a Tetris there for Pixel Andy, 546, 580 for Eliash. The Dropbox was the reason my hard drive filled up to begin with? No, not at all. That's all these CTM recordings and that's pretty much it. 610 for Eliash, 577 for Pixel Andy. Andy could use a bar, and yeah, got it and used it. Right now, we're about 53 bars through 170 lines, so I think that is a little bit low. 646 for Pixel Andy, 732 for Eliash. So now we are, 45 lines to go until level 29. Eliash with a 90,000 point lead. And only a couple lines ahead. So Andy has got to make this up, and Eliash has got to keep, stay alive and keep scoring. Tetris for Eliash, 838. There's a tuck for Andy. He's still back by about, 85, 90,000 points, something like that. So he has got to go. There's a Tetris Eliash, and Eliash is not slowing down. There's another one for Eliash, 913, 862 for Pixel Andy. T-spin, critical to hit that one for Andy. Nice adjust. And now he just needs the bars to come. And yeah, every time he creates a gap, that is just burning that he can't afford to do right now. And we're getting droughted, and that is going to kill Pixel Andy's game on level 27. And Eliash all of a sudden up 2 games to none. And Eliash into 29, so now he's slow tapping. He gets the max out on 29. Wow. So Eliash up 2 games to none. All right, well, it looks like I've freed up, just by making things online only, 286 gigabytes. That's good. That's a lot of, it's 306 now. That's taking up a lot of room. What the heck? All right, players, if you need to take a moment, you can. But here are the pieces. See, I thought I moved this stuff over already, but. Oh, do you want me to run an ad? I'm not going to run an ad now. Second strongest Ecuadorian player after Kingsman. Yeah, true. D3F615, there it is. And our 28 seed has got our 8-time champion on the ropes. Pixel Andy has got to win 3 in a row to advance to the finals. 3-2-1 Tetris. Now, Eliash, not your typical seed number 28. Really, an elite DAS player. He's got 12, he's ranked 12 in the Premier poll. So you can see certainly the respect from the pollsters. And he just doesn't play a lot of other things as far as I know. Eliash, about 120 matches in the match database overall since January of 2021. Played a bunch of classic Tetris League, like in the early days. Community, hear that, but recently just a lot of DAS stuff and then some classic Tetris League, kind of 3B, which is really good for DAS player. $75,000 Pixel Andy, $96,000 for Eliash. But yeah, it doesn't play a ton. Mostly DAS stuff. And good T-spin for Andy. So Andy's got to win out. Tetris for Andy, 144, 164 for Eliash. They're 380 points apart, one line apart. That's half of a single line clear. Tetris for both, 308 for Eliash, 291 for Pixel Andy. Oh, Sue made some insane steak tacos or whatever, but it's a fasting day for your old pal Van Dweller, so no steak tacos for me. And I can smell them through the door. I know, it's Taco Tuesday. It's Fastuary, guys. We're going hard. Letting some players skip rounds is dumb. Well, the alternative is that we just play a top 16 bracket. So it's either flat bracket, which allows us to schedule in an efficient way, or we just don't let the bottom 16 players play. So those are the choices that we have. So it's kind of, you know, I prefer to let those players play. $470 for Eliash, $453 for Pixel Andy. Oh, nice little adjust there to make room for that. Z for Eliash, 517 for Eliash, 479 for Pixel Andy. Vandy, do you prefer ice cream or cookies? You know, if you give me ice cream at its best and cookies at their very best, it's a tough call. But typical ice cream is like way better than typical cookies. Like average ice cream is way better than average cookie. Like those really big New York, like chunky cookies, like that's probably like the ideal cookie, like the giant, big mess cookie. You know, where it's like this big honkin' cookie is like amazing, but you know, like a French style ice creamy custard. $619 for Eliash, $607 for Pixel Andy. Yeah, double 600K with Das. This is the year where DAS players are just going to go nuts. We were at Costco today picking up some supplies, and in the frozen aisle, they had some sort of Dubai chocolate frozen cheesecake slices on a stick. And I'm like, why am I in Costco? You know, I'm supposed to be good. Supposed to not eat that stuff right now. But my God, that looked amazing. $734 Pixel Andy. He's now, you know, at that time he was in the lead in score. Oh, that early shift for Eliash is an immediate concern. And that's going to like verticalize his board a little bit. Nice. $789 Eliash, $777 Pixel Andy. Both players still alive here. Eliash going to emerge this kind of simul dig here with a small lead. They're 40 lines away, and Eliash has a lead, but a worse board. So this is the opportunity that Andy needs. He's clean, Eliash not. And Andy gonna get the Tetris aggressive spin of the T at the last moment to just continue on to try to be as efficient as possible. We'll see if it pays off. Andy able to skim a little bit. Quick taps coming. This is tough. Andy gonna bring this down 888. And now his board is the worst board. Eliash opens up a column 3 well and gets a long bar in for a Tetris. So Andy has got to figure this out quickly, because Eliash is ahead by 2 Tetrises, a little more than 2 Tetrises. Eliash, though, not set up for one. Andy is not set up for one. Long bar goes in for Andy, and he's got to figure out how to get, how can he do this? He needs 3 Tetrises, or just to be able to grind, and he's 1 line away. And I don't know what Andy's going to be able to do. Eliash has got the max out. He gets another Tetris, and Andy is going to top out at Eliash with the sweep of Andy in the semifinals. Eliash is going to the finals for the first time. And Pixel Andy, your 8-time DAS Masters champion, is out. So we will now be guaranteed. We're guaranteed a new DAS Masters winner. Pixel Andy, you played great as usual. Tough to go, best of 5 in these semifinals, and you played great as usual and a great champion. So we do hope to see you back in these events. And good luck in Crunch. But right now, it's going to be Eliash. Congratulations to you. You will be going to the finals to take on the winner of Blue Scooty versus Wallband. Stolen Shorts says, yeah, he has only 8. He's a bum. Yeah, team. All right, no, he's good. All right, well, there it is. Pixel Andy not going to make it in. That opens this whole thing up. And Eliash, our 28 seed, is in the finals. Yeah, Andy didn't play bad. Andy played great. It's nuts. So, wow. Holy moly. All right, well, we'll go ahead and report this. We're going to run an ad, and then we will be back with Blue Scooty versus Wallbant. Yeah, wow. Yeah, let's go ahead and report this. Lori with the $50 contribution to that prize pool. It's so hard. And the thing is, it just really highlights how difficult DAS is. Like, for someone even to win 8 out of 11 events is actually kind of insane. And I think we underappreciate how difficult that is, even in a DAS tournament, especially in a DAS tournament. Because there's so much variance, and the skill ceiling is so much closer. So wow, holy moly! Okay, so let's refresh this, and you can see Bro in the finals. There he is. Now that means, wait, did I make a left side? Oh my god! Now I gotta look. Did I make a seed 28 on the left? Oh, he doesn't have to be on the left side, so he's going to be on the right side. Okay. All right, let's get this all worked out. Goodbye, Andy. We hardly knew ye. And goodbye, seed 28. And hello, seed 10. And hello, seed 3. So yeah, we'll get all these. Why is Andy still playing? I don't know. He's just trying to run it back, That's all. You do that. You're trying to process it. Right? Like, how did this happen? You're trying to process. So you gotta keep playing until you can figure it out. Like, what am I doing today? All right, so there's our old pal, Blue Scooty. Is this the highest seed in a finals? In Das Masters, I believe so. Have both been won by one person in a month? Yeah, it was Andy. Andy won Master. If that's what you're asking, then Andy won Masters and Das Masters in the same month. I mean, listen, anybody can win these events, but you got to feel, I mean, now it's just like totally wide open. No idea what to expect with this one. So players are going to be thinking, holy crap, this is my chance. Like, how often do you get a chance, Andy, not in the finals? Like, in a lot of ways, when, like, I don't know, I think Andy is in, I think there's a lot less pressure because I think people just think, oh, he's Mr. Automatic, he's going to win every time. But now all of a sudden, it's wide open. You can win this thing. All right, well, we are $344 away from our $1,000 top 8 incentive. So please do consider contributing. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We had Rogue Potato come in with 606. Thank you, Rogue Potato. Laura 3158 came in with the Eliash with the upset, $50. So thank you, Rogue Potato, Laura, Summerby, Avi, and Sky for your contributions this stream. Appreciate that. And yeah, we're 344 away, guys. Yeah, I believe Andy's been in the finals 9 out of the 11 times that we've run the event. The 2 times that Dog won it, he was not in the finals. But he was in the finals the 2 times. I mean, the 1 time that Giovanni won it. So it's 9 out of 11. Wallbant, when you get a chance, Hertz and input display, please. When you get a chance. Trebus says, N-Dog taking the night off. We need you, man. Well, I mean, if you can do it with him, you can do it without him, right? That prize pool. If you can do it with him, you can do it without him. All right, the pieces are here. If you can play it slowly, you can play it quickly. Yeah, if you can if you can fill that prize pool slowly, you can do it quickly. That is true. Nope. Not actually true. Yeah, I know. It's a meme. Ben Lee might have predicted rolling. See, all the knowers know. All you 2-cent knowers, you know. Wally with that 8K capture. I mean, both of them really great capture. I mean, not capture, but the cams look great. The capture is very good. I mean, yeah, the capture is good. Scooty with that 3D glasses capture. It's all right. There was that one time and his capture was like really low. Like I don't know, it wasn't bright at all. But it's fine now. Okay, it looks like both players are ready, and now all of a sudden a wide open tournament. Wallband versus Blue Scooty. One of these players will be in the finals. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I've seen B says Wally's wall essentials: lint roller, something, and scissors. Yeah, maybe you need like a Wallband starter kit. It's got that lint roller and scissors in there, padless controller. I'll have to get one of those. Well, on the left side, it is Wallband, seed number 3 from Canada. He's got a PB of 1.28 million with DAS, and he was ranked number 5 in the most recent Premier poll. He was the runner-up in our Mega Dasters annual DAS Championship in October and November. And, you know, you would kind of expect, oh, maybe Wallband's got a shot to take another shot at Pixelandy because that was the finals of Mega Dasters, but they do not have a chance of doing that. So now it's all totally wide open. Wallband is a 3-time Future Circuit winner, a Hopefuls Circuit winner. He was the runner-up, as I said, in Mega Dasters in 2025. He was the runner-up in the one-day DAS event that Pumpy Heart held in January. And, you know, kind of seems like maybe that's becoming a little bit of a rivalry. Wallband versus Pixelandy keep meeting in the finals of these DAS events. You've seen Wallband at CTWC 3 times in the gold bracket. You've also saw him at Jonas Cup in the top 8 last year, and his team, Wallband and Blue Scooty, these two were paired up in the team relay event at Jonas Cup. So, you know, switching off hands every time someone gets a Tetris. Yeah, they were paired and they won that event together. I've also seen Wallband at Boston Tea Parody. When was that? Like the first one, 2024, CTWC Canada, Minnesota, Connecticut, Philadelphia, Detroit, Columbus. Seen him in all kinds of regionals. And now he's in the semifinals again of DAS Masters. And we're not even again. I mean, basically his finals run was his deepest run in the DAS Masters series. And that was his, you know, besides that, it's all top 8s or, well, he hadn't even made top 8, actually. He was always top 16, and then he like pops off and goes to the finals. And he's within shouting distance of that again. Wallband 248. On the right side, Blue Scooty, seed number 10 from the United States of America. He's got a DAS PB of 1.25 million heading into the month, and he was ranked number 7 in the DAS poll heading into the month. And you can find the full rankings for Tetris players in both Open and DAS competition over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. Use a PP command in chat to bring up the link. Blue Scooty, as I said, seed number 10. He's a 9-time winner of our Masters events, and he's actually got a 3-win streak in Masters that's active right now. So as soon as that semifinals and finals get scheduled, Blue Scooty will have a chance to do something nobody has ever done, which is win 4 Masters in a row. 387 for each of these players at 88 lines, so it's a close one. Blue Scooty, of course, also, he's got some DAS accomplishments, including being in the finals of the Jonas Cup in 2024. He took second to Fractal in that one. He was also in the top 8 in 2025, went out against Pixelandi. He is a 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player and has never finished outside the top 8, and he's got 2 top 4 finishes in that. As far as DAS Masters go, Scooty's best of performance was in May of 2025, and that was a top 8. So you are right now looking at Blue Scooty's best run in DAS Masters. 509 for him, 489 for Wallbant. So yeah, we're at 656, guys. We need 344. 344 to hit our prize pool goal. Super important that we hit our prize pool goal because we can really only continue to do, a given tournament series so long as the prize pool is supported. So if you do want to see more DAS Masters, the time to support it, the prize pool is now. 560 for Wallband, 581 for Blue Scooty, because otherwise we just have, YouTube is the only exposure that this bracket will get, and notoriously, like, the YouTube VOD watchers don't generally contribute to the prize pool, so there's nobody else that's going to save us here. Jiffy Park with the 994 gets us up to 666. My goodness. Horrible number. Get this off the screen. 614 for Wallband, 639 for Blue Scooty. What's up, Robin? Oh, if you scroll up, I reissued my previous challenge. All right. Are you able to just paste it again? Because I can't find it. Oh, okay. It got pinned. So yeah, there is a challenge right now. Please, to our live viewers, let's wait till Wallbank gets through this. If he does, and he looks like he's going to. All right, so Scooty in cleanup mode. 727 Wallband, 708 for Blue Scooty. So yeah, there is a challenge that has been issued by Nate, our old pal, and Dog. He says if we can get this prize pool up to $800, he will kick in another $300. So 134 gets us basically 434 overall. So we will meet our goal if we can do it. So all we got to do is find another $134, and N-Dog will make this prize pool whole. So I know that we can do it. 796 for Wallband, 739 for Blue Scooty. So thank you so much, Nate, for the challenge. Yeah, 134 is all it's going to take. 770 for Scooty. There's it, Tetris for him. Now we are under 40 lines to go until level 29, and that speed increase at 230 lines will kill their games. So they got to do all the rest of whatever scoring they're going to do between now and 230 lines. Sometimes players can go past it, but you can't count on that. 811 for Scooty, 871 for Wallbant. Now, here's the other thing too. You can know the situation, know exactly what you got to do, but if you don't get bars, that's a problem. Now, Wallbant up toward the top of the board, and he is trying to add whatever points he can, but he is not going to survive. Wallbant tops out at 875, and Blue Scooty is good in game number 1. And it looks like, oh my goodness, we just had another more contributions. So I think we've gotten there. We had $150 from K9 Watching Tetris says, go Wallbant, go. And then we had another $10. So I think you were trying to go for some sort of 6-7 or something going on there. I'm not sure, but oh no, you're trying to go for some repeating number. Ace Hardcastle also came in with a 1076. So K9, thank you so much for your contribution. That has fulfilled the challenge. And it looks like we are going to meet our goal again this month. That unlocks more Das Masters, right? So yeah, I really appreciate that. I always think like, man, if we don't meet our goal, then maybe the support isn't there for this tournament. So, but yeah, it makes me feel good that we meet our goal. So thank you all so much for getting us there. That is amazing. So I am going to, after this game, after game 2, I am going to run and add players. So if you want to step away, that's a good time to do it. Oh, whoops. All right, Wallbant gonna quickly try to learn how to play Tetris before game 2. Zookbot, thanks for the first time chat. Welcome. Okay, looks like both players are ready. B25535. It's game number 2. Wallbant versus Blue Scooty in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh wait, were they not ready? Oh wait, it seems like they were not ready. I thought they were ready and are not ready. So we're gonna kill that. Don't start. Don't start. I thought they were ready and now they are not ready. Did I just get duped or deked or whatever? Okay, so yeah, don't start. Don't start. All right, they didn't start. Look at Wallbant with the awareness. Was he ready and then not ready, or did he never go ready? I feel like he went ready. Okay. Thank you, players. Appreciate that. All right, so Wallbant. Let's type some more in the home row. Let's do the top row. You never see the top row. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Yeah, good. They're really ready. It says green. It says ready. Same seed. Game number 2, Wallbant versus Scooty. Scooty up 1 game to none. 3 to 1 Tetris. Oh, are you like a Dvorak keyboard or something? Is that what you have? Or Dvorak? I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to say it like Dvorak or Dvorak, like the composer, but it's not like the composer. Why do they got to make me do that? I really have to say Dvorak. There's already like a world historically well-known person with a with an established pronunciation of that that group of letters. So then you go, oh well, we can't use that. N-Dog came through with the prize pool, $300. Thank you, N-Dog, for the challenge. And thank you again to everybody who got us there. Ace, Hardcastle, K9, Jiffy, Rogue Potato, Lori, Summer B, Avi, and Sky Higher. All to varying degrees got us there. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Dvorak keyboard is named after a guy. I don't care. That's wrong. Let me call it a Dvorak. I never talk about, I probably think about that keyboard like once every 5 years, so it's not a big deal. 166 but I think about the composer all the time. I mean, New World Symphony number 9. You got to listen to that. Do I say GIF or GIF? I say GIF. Graphics interchange format. Good graphics. 212 for Wallband, 175 for Blue Scooty. GIF as in gift. Yeah, exactly. $221 for Wallband, 204 for Blue Scooty. Endug says, at work I have my laptop with QWERTY and Dvorak on my primary keyboard. Sometimes I have to console into boxes and they don't always support pass-through. I don't know what any of that is. Kip Duran super chatted over on the YouTube. We also had a contribution to the prize pool from Salty. Thank you, Salty. $20 gets us up to $1146.76. And yeah, let me look at super chat. Thank you, Kip Duran. Vandy, someone over here on YouTube asked if this was finals or semis. The channel headline says finals, but the graphic in the middle says semis. Yeah, the finals is just shorthand way of saying it's the last broadcast. Okay. We play the semifinals and the finals in the same one thing. Now, I could say semis plus final. Just put finals. It's fine. $324 for Scooty, $364 for Wallband. Yeah, thank you, Kim. I didn't have my unified chat was covered by another window, so thanks for alerting me. Yeah, you get 3 matches. Now, if you want, we could just do one. That's it. But nope. You guys say GIF because the inventor of the format wanted you to say GIF, but once you put a thing out into the world is just going to run with it. Okay. You don't always have control. Zook says the inventor was a troll. Yeah, don't feed the trolls. 458 for Wallband, 416 for Blue Scooty. QWERTY is valid in Scrabble and even takes S, but it never plays. Choosy programmers choose GIF. Scooty on the right side, a top out on level 18. Aspired and paid the price. Kip Duran with the super chat, €2. There's only one GIF and it is a peanut butter. Is that right? There's only one GIF. Well, Wallband is good in game number 2. And we are tied. All right, I'm going to run an ad, guys. So if you need to take a moment, then do that. Get a drink. I'll put the seed in if you want it. CE0558. Is Jiffy Pop still a thing? I don't know. Like, I looked that up a couple of years ago on Amazon because I was like, oh, can you still buy Jiffy Pop? And it seems like you can, but I haven't seen Jiffy Pop in a store in years. Or maybe I looked it up on Walmart.com. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the store in forever. Oh, we've got Lululemon over there. We're showing off our Oh, that's what the other thing is on there. Must be some sort of kit of some sort. Some sort of cute, like some sort of, is that a grooming kit of some sort? Does it have like fingernail clip? I want to know what's in there. I feel like it's some sort of grooming kit, but I don't know. Oh, you can get it at Walmart, the Jiffy Pop. You can buy, basically you buy a pan, a disposable pan made of tinfoil that has the popcorn already in it. It's a ridiculous product, but when we were kids, I mean, that was a thing. Although we had a popcorn popper, we had that. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, what was once a best of 5, now best of 3, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Kip Duran, €5 super chat. I got some Jiffy Pop at Piggly Wiggly last year when I went home to visit my fam. 3, 2, 1, Tetris, if I didn't say that. But like literally, you could just make popcorn in a regular pan. You can just do that. All right, Wallbant. Oh wow, gets that L to the left, and that could save him here. I think we're getting a little droughty. And there you go. Long bars now incoming. Sudi gets a couple Tetrises. 7-18. Kip Duran also eating some really bland chicken soup. Just throw a bunch of pepper in it. I mean, I've been recently just, I don't know. I always was under the impression, oh, you shouldn't like put a lot of pepper in things, but you put it, I know, a good amount in there. But I've been like over peppering everything recently under the influence of a particular YouTuber, Sandwiches of History, and I gotta admit, I'm loving life when I'm putting way too much pepper on everything, and it makes everything so much better. I always liked pepper, but I was always hesitant to do that. But now I'm unmasked, right? Now my true pepper self can face the world. Kip Huron says Wallband has that smug face because he knows he almost topped out. He's okay. Yeah, regular black pepper. Just get that pepper in you. Just black pepper. Anyway, thanks Kip Duran for the €5 super chat. It's really one of my favorite channels now. I only discovered it like a couple months ago, Sandwiches of History, but it's like he literally posts every day and it's like 3 minutes and it's a different sandwich every day. And he just makes it and eats it and rates it. It's a great channel. 307 for Blue Scooty through 65. So this is 600K transition pace. But speaking of sandwiches, toast song. People say tasting history on YouTube. Yeah, a couple times I've brought up Sandwiches of History. They're like, oh, if you like historical sandwiches, you'll like History with Max Miller. So I did add it. I haven't watched any yet, but I will get to it. Or maybe I did watch one. I think maybe I did watch one, and I liked it. I'm very surprised that nobody here watches Sandwiches of History. I got to admit. He doesn't have a ton of followers, but he's got a goodly number. You'd think at least one person would know that. 365 for Wallband, 383 for Scooty. I mean, just given how much we love sandwiches. Vince for Wallband. Why watch sandwiches when you can make them? Because it will teach you new sandwiches to make. Espin Wallband, he gets set up. Long bar in Tetris Wallband, 391, 410 for Blue Scooty. Oh, kind of early shift for Scooty. And both players are having to fight through this seed quite a bit. The skim and the dirty Tetris for Wallband, 417. 488 Wallbant, 495 for Scooty. So Scooty's pace has slowed significantly. Will not get the 600K pace that he was on pace for. The player's super close. Tetris for Wallbant. He can take one more burn. He's going to take that burn and Tetris in at 562. Scooty's in at 543. Also, if you're an Alton Brown fan, then he started posting regularly again. Kind of Good Eats style videos, but like half as long. Just putting that out in the world. 576 for Blue Scooty, 595 for Wallbant. Tetris, Scooty, 633, 649 Wallbant here in this game number 3. Tetris for Wallbant, 676. Oh, Scooty is spiring, and this is tough. The quick tap coming out. I don't know how he's going to survive this. And he is not going to survive this. Blue Scooty tops out level 22, and Wallbant is good in game number 3 and goes up 2 games to 1. Ad after game 2, I did. Yeah, whoops. There's no. I don't. That's not something I particularly worry too much about, except in very extreme cases. But and there are some types, but this is not one of them. Just checking. Yeah, you got to make sure to check. You gotta check. You gotta check. You do. All right. Looks like both players are ready. So let's, or they're ready for their seeds. So let's give them their seeds. DF4C F8. DF4C F8. All right, looks like both players are ready. Yes, they're on seeds. Let's go. Game number 4. Wallbant up 2 games to 1. 3-2-1 Tetris. Crunch warm-up is great. I've been doing it a lot, says Tayo. So why? What does that do? Like, what's the rationale behind crunch warm-up? It speeds up your brain. All right. Tetris Scooty 114. 114 for Wallbant. 15 points separating these two players early on. Push down for Wallbant. And yeah, Wallbant just one win away from making it into the finals. For the second time, basically in a row, right? Because the last time the last time we held this tournament was October and November. And so this would be a second in a row if he can get there. But of course, he's got Scooty, a tough competitor, standing between him and that. 234 for Wallbant. Long bar in Tetris. Scooty 211. Another one in for Scooty 234. Scooty 10 lines ahead. 1,000 points back. This is Scooty's first Das Masters semifinal. Yes, it is. It's the first time he's ventured beyond the top 16 in this tournament. So you are watching his best run. Oh no, he did. He was in there once. He was in the top 8 once. My apologies. He was in there once. He was in the top 8 once. Sorry, that was May of 2025. Went out against Giovanni. And Giovanni was the winner that month. But nevertheless, you were still watching his best run ever. First time in the semis. 289 for Scooty, 357 for Wallbant. And you know, what is it? All these rollers. You're not satisfied with, leaving well enough alone, leaving something for the DAS players. They got to come in here and invade the DAS world. But I mean, he has had success in DAS tournaments. He was 4th in that one-day DAS tournament. He was 2nd in Jonas Cup. Top 8 in Jonas Cup last year. Third in CTWC DAS, of course. How can I forget that? So, he's definitely had success in DAS. Definitely no fluke here. And of course, Scooty has a big, giant Tetris brain. Lighthouse Tetris says Scooty is 3rd best in terms of FMS in 2025. Yeah, Hana again, the best players are the best players. $478 for Scooty, $503 for Wallbant. $549 entry into 19 for Blue Scooty, $549 for Wallbant, but 7 lines to go. There's a Tetris. You get one more. 625 Wallbant, 602 Scooty. Tetris for Scooty, 636. He's ahead by 9 lines and back by about 15,000. Oh, Wallbant now in a situation. You can see how quickly things can turn. $717 Wallbant, $727 Scooty. Scooty 8-9 lines ahead still. Both players clean but piling. Yeah, I don't know what controllers they're using. I'm assuming Wallbant's using padless. I don't know if Scooty is. Tetris for Scooty, 768, 762 Wallbant. Oh, Wallbant still kind of in trouble here. And now, yeah, he's really got to. Oh, this is going to be tough to survive. And he's trying, but that's going to be a top out for Wallbant. And Blue Scooty is going to take game number 4. And yeah, a catastrophic misdrop for Wallbant that he just cannot recover from. And Scooty is good. Game number 4, we are going to go to a decider. Nate with the 2091 to get the prize pool up to 116767. And there's the max out level 29 for Blue Scooty. A83, he was one away from 1.1. So there you go. It's decider. It is a decider. Kip Duran says, what is this new padless controller thing? Well, if you've ever played with an old crappy NES controller, you know that the directional pad gets all, or even the rotation buttons get squishy and yucky and inconsistent and whatever. Well, that's because there's rubber conductive pads underneath those. And that's always been why. And they change and degrade and inconsistent. So someone is developing a technology which uses keyboard switches, you know, the little like you get in a clicky keyboard, in a Nintendo controller, so that you know, it's not based on rubber, it's based on springs, and it's meant to last a long time. So it should be more consistent. It has not been released to the general public yet. BCB, so the players are playtesting it. All right, looks like both players are ready. And yeah, it is decider time. Wallbant 2, Blue Scooty 2. The winner goes to the finals. Let's see it. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, players with the same with the same stacking through like 8 or 10 pieces to start off with. But not anymore. $24 Wally, $24 Scooty. Game 5, a deciding game. The winner goes to the finals. Wallbant looking to get there for the second month in a row. Was in the finals of Mega Dasters back in November. Blue Scooty looking to get there for the first time. Pixel Andy out of the tournament for only the third time in 12 tournaments. Not in the finals. The winner faces Eliash. Okay, 17,000 points apart or so. Same line count. Scooty has already made his deepest run. He was previously in the top 8 back in May. These two have never faced off in Classic Tetris Monthly before, whether Masters or Das Masters or anything else. Maybe there's some low tiers, something back in the day. But they played in that one-day Das tournament. And Wallbant got to that finals. Oh, no, they didn't play. Did they play in the one day? Oh, they must have played in the early rounds. Yeah, they played in the early rounds. Not in the bracket rounds. They were in opposing semifinals in the bracket rounds. Wallbant got in. Scooty didn't. Scooty was against Andy. 337 Wallbant, 316 Blue Scooty. So yeah, they just have the one, in terms of DAS, they just have that like game that they played against each other in that one-day DAS tournament. Everything else, kind of scattered around. A couple classic CTLs, Classic Tetris League, a previous one-day tournament, non-DAS, and then the level 12 tournament. Oh, they met in the finals of the second level 12 tournament. And Scooty took that one 2-0. 406 for Wallbant, 384 for Scooty. That was all the way back in February of 2024. It was from 23 into 24. It took place over several months, but finals 2 years ago. Brandor says DAS means no rolling. Yeah, that's right. You can only do the press and hold. Kind of like, if you're playing Mario, like Super Mario, and you want to make Mario move across the board, you don't tippity tap Mario. You just press and hold and he runs. Well, it's the same kind of thing. $501 for Blue Scooty, $501 for Wallbant. So we're in same line count, so close. Hana says this would be Wallbant's first ever win against Scooty. Oh yeah, that's true. If he could do it. We don't know. He's trying. Couple of tucks there for Scooty. He's going to get a Tetris, 559. 571 Wallbant. Zempro says, wait, I joined at cinema. Yes, indeed. You know, eventually there are going to be no cinemas that you can go to. And people will just be like, they'll just say cinema and they don't know what it is. $633 Scooty, $624 Wallbant. So big transitions for these players. Wallbant, you know, when the lines were tied, it was 17,000 points, so it's close. That's a bit of a morbid thought. Why is it morbid? I mean, eventually, I don't think there will be. What's cinema? That's like a skibbity word, right? Vicious robot. Yeah, skibbity will persist. 723 Scooty, 761 Wallbant. Vandy, do you happen to know how many of the players have your comms on versus have you muted during a match? I mean, hopefully all of them are muted. Who can listen to yapping? 795 Wallbant, 756 Scooty. Maybe they want the score checks. I like getting score checks, you know. So I used to be criticized for giving too many score checks back in the day, but people didn't realize the only reason to talk, or back in the day, the only reason to talk was to give score checks. Like, that's how it was back in the day. You just give a lot of score checks so the players would know what they were up against because they couldn't all screen look. Now, at least in, you know, open tournaments, they can all screen look. DAS, it's a little bit harder to do. Although, you know, they can do it. 886 for Wallbant, 870 for Blue Scooty. Half of the chat mutes me too. I mean, they should. All right. Well, we are just like, I don't know, under 20 lines to go. And it is a close one. I mean, I think that both players really just have to go. Tetris for both. Scooty, 947. Wallbant, 964. Wallbant, like 2 lines in hand. So Scooty really needs to get both Tetrises here because Wallbant is clean and has 2 available. So Scooty needs to really set up for 2, and I think he knows it. And probably not going to be able to get to 2. He takes the skim and the Tetris, A54. Wallbant is going to need to get another bar in. And Wallbant, he is not going to get the bar, and Scooty is going to survive. So Scooty survives. Wallbant did not have any burns, and so he was waiting for the bar to get set up in column 9. And he got it, but he was just too high centered and did not get another bar, and he could not get the Tetris, and that means Blue Scooty is going to the finals. So there was an attempt. Wallbant played great, can't deny it, but Blue Scooty has made it into the finals of DAS Masters for the first time ever. My goodness. So we've got two players outside the top 8 have made it into the finals now. Seed 10 versus Seed 28. And our 1 and 3 seeds went out in the semis. Yeah, just under 20,000 point difference at the end. So my goodness, GG's Blue Scooty. Let's give you your 3-man and let's go ahead and set up the next match. And wow, Holy moly. I mean, both players played great, of course. So let's get these guys set up. I hope I made a left side for a blue Scooty. I think I did. All right, the old double Scooty. All right, players, yeah, take a moment. We're gonna run ads and we'll get you set up. The old double Scooty. Wow. I mean, it's a 10 and 28. 10 and 28 in the finals. More Scooty than you can handle? I mean, I feel like I can handle this much Scooty, to be honest. Who would you rather fight? One 18-foot Scooty or 51-foot Scooties? Who would you rather fight? The 51-foot Scooties? Yeah, I feel like I could kick them, right? You wouldn't want to fight any number of size of Scooties, any number or size of Scooties because he's a nice guy. Yeah, that's true. You know, you've made a point. You've made a point. That's a good one. But, you know, if you had to, right? Someone's saying, if you had to guess. Am I running ads? I am. Well, yeah, the ad is over and it won't let me run it anymore. You can't just run as many ads as you want. I guess I could have chosen to do a 2-minute ad. I probably should have, but I didn't. So this is a best of 7, y'all. This is a best of 7. Tayo says, I'd punch the person making me have to and run out the door. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Interesting. If you look at the qualifiers, this might be the first time that this has happened. Scooty with the 1.03, Eliash with the 944. It might be, I don't know. This seems like this could be, someone should check this. Is this the first time that the two players in the finals did not combine for 2 million in qualifying? Just curious. So Eliash did max in quals. He had a 1.13, but then his second score was a 752. A 1.13 and then a 752. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and give you the pieces. Guys, we are guaranteed to have a new champion in Das Masters. Previous winners, Dog, Giovanni, and Pixel Andy. And neither of these players has ever been in the finals before of this event. So their first time in the finals will be a Masters event victory. Missing Geo? What do you mean? He's right there. Oh, you mean you miss him. Got it. He's right there. Okay. Geo's been on hiatus for a little bit. Coming back soon, I think. You missed Geo. Okay, yeah. There you go. I don't know. Blue Scooty's got some energy. Like, man, I didn't want to make the final. It's like, I thought I'd be able to go to sleep. So yeah, these are going to be best of 7, guys. Best of 7. Let me fix Scooty's stencil a little tiny bit here. Yeah, and almost certainly this has to be the highest combined. Like if you add the 2 seed numbers together, you get 38. This has to. Has to be the record for that too, right? So, wow. All right, I put the pieces in, players, so you can still take a minute, but it is time. Has a first round player ever made it to the finals since you went to flat bracket? Probably not. Probably not. Let's see. August was Leo and Andy. And Leo started in the round of 16. Giovanni and Andy. Yeah, Giovanni started round of 16. May. I don't think so. Giovanni again. That's back to back. Gio versus Andy. Dog was a round 2 player one of the months that he won it. And AV Geek did go. AV Geek was a round 1 player, made it to the finals. All right. Thank you, Steels. All right, looks like both players are ready. So 2B0, 2CE, 2B0, blah, blah, blah. This is it. It's not the semis. It is the finals. It's a best of 7. Blue Scooty versus Eliash. First time in the finals, and one of them will be a first-time CTM Das Masters winner. Let us get them underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And it's the first time 2 players are wearing a red shirt who are not the player named Red Shirt. Well, on the left side, it is Blue Scooty. Blue Scooty just won a thrilling decider against Walbant. He's seed number 10. He got a 1-round bye. And he played JDH in round 2. Alex T in the round of 16, Bendy in the top 8, and Walbant in the semifinals. He's a 9-time CTM Masters event winner. He's got high finishes in other DAS tournaments like Jonas Cup and CTWC DAS. He's finished top 3 in those events across the last couple of years. We're looking to get one of those DAS Masters titles to add to his resume. His already very impressive resume. 9-time Masters winner, of course, first Game Crasher, subsequently got Rebirth as well, and is the current overall score world record holder in NES Tetris in the uncapped or the decapped version of the game. 148 for Blue Scooty, 169 for Eliash. Scooty was ranked number 7 in the DAS Premier poll in January, coming into the month. This is his first time past the top 8, so first semis, first finals for Scooty in DAS Masters. 173 for him, 195 for Eliash. Eliash, seed number 28 from Ecuador. Now, he had to start technically in round 1, but his opponent withdrew. Who knows what kind of downstream effects that action had, but we'll never fully know. So Eliash ended up, in effect, getting a round 1 bye after his opponent withdrew. And so Eliash defeated Matt Martin in round 2, Meme in the top 16, Leo in the top 8, and Pixel Andy in the semifinals to get here to this finals for the first time. 291 for Blue Scooty, 216 for Eliash. Eliash previously was in the semifinals, well, I guess the previous month. Mega Dasters took place in October and November. And then we didn't have a December. And so I guess you could say last month he was in the semis and now in the finals. This is Eliash's 10th appearance in our DAS Masters series, including that Mega Dasters, and he's never finished outside the top 16. But he's also never been to the finals, so he gets his shot here. He's got a 1.3 with DAS, just 15 players last I looked with a 1.3 with DAS, 1.3 million. And he was ranked number 12 in that Premier poll. You can find the full rankings, by the way, over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end for some reason. I don't know why. And if you don't want to try to spell that, you can use the PP command in chat. 308 for Eliash, 404 for Blue Scooty. All right, I hear you, Carrie. I hear you. It's not the first time you've made this point, and I have been told by the player how to pronounce their name, and they have not corrected me for literally years now. So we get the point. So thank you. We get it. $3.99 for Eliash. $4.96 for Blue Scooty. Colossal community win. I would like to. We should do it. But community tournament is not up to me. I don't run the community tournament. 440 something, low 400s entry for Eliash into level 20. 511 here for Blue Scooty. Pines Cutely with the really crucial facts. Online facts. If Eliash's last name starts with a consonant, or if Scooty wins, we'll have our first ever champion whose last name starts with a consonant. That's true. That is true. A's and O's. I don't know Eliash's last name. I don't know if I want to know it. $644 for Blue Scooty, $554 for Eliash. But these are the stats that I like. I like these stats. This is like in baseball. They used to be, this would be the first player ever to hit a triple on a Thursday after a rain delay whose name starts with K. And then that would be like a stat that they would put on the screen. And you'd be like, oh my God, history is being made. 622 for Eliash, 711 for Blue Scooty. Tetris Eliash 689. Commodore Friday says, can't help but notice both baseballs and Tetris's emphasis on statistics. I wish we had more statistics. I mean, can you imagine if we had like the following in budget of one of the big esports, what cool metrics we could have? The mind boggles. And I guess it's partially my fault that we do not have a scene that big. I have failed you all. $860 for Eliash, $879 for Blue Scooty. Well, let's all just blame Vince, right? We'll just blame Vince. Tetris column 3 for Eliash, 894. So we're level 28. Eliash has got to go. He needs to really just kind of Tetris out from here. He's no alternative. Oh, nice T-spin. That will set up a Tetris. And yeah, he's only going to get the one here. So he's got to grind out, 20-something thousand points. I don't know how he's going to do that. And no, that is going to do it. Eliash tops out in game number 1, and Blue Scooty is good. Yeah, Eliash confirming. I was trying to set up for 2. Yeah, you just have to. You had to. There's no alternative. Scooty with the max. Oh, there we go. So Scooty up 1 game to none in this finals. Players, I am going to take a break after game 3, an ad break, okay? After game 3, there will be an ad break. So if you want to take a moment, that is a good time to do it. Although if you... Yeah, should we what do you think? For all our tournaments, should we give each player a 90-second timeout? Like, they can use it once during... Should we be rigidly clocked like baseball is now? Or like football is, Or like a shot clock with basketball? They kind of do already. I mean, they kind of do. They kind of do. Yeah, but like maybe there's like a 90-second. You must be ready for the next game. You must be on the ready screen 90 seconds after the end of the last one, but you can get an additional 90-second timeout. So 1 per match. Then I'd have to, if we had a budget, I could have a producer here running a clock. It'd be great, but I got enough to do already. All right, looks like they're ready. Game number 2, Blue Scooty versus Eliash. 3-1 Tetris. We'd start seeing more technical difficulties. Oh, true. Then we'd have to do a technical. We'd have to have like penalties, right? Someone in chat noting, yeah, a lot of Tetris is based on the honor system, and a bad actor could exploit if they want to. Well, it's, we try to make sure only to have honorable people. And it's probably the case like 99 point, let me count. About 99.8% of the time, we have honorable people involved in the Tetris community. Yeah, it is much better to have a producer and a caster. Like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these events will just have, we have 2 casters, and then we kind of have one person vaguely sitting in front of the laptop, and they kind of do some stuff. But if you have more defined roles, it's much better to just have, like, one caster and then someone dedicated to running the stream. Much better. BB Han says, is that Blue Scooty's actual grandpa? Yeah, it is. It is. $123 Scooty, $129 Eliash. My wife heard my question get asked. This is the only stream she supports. Oh, because we answer your questions? She couldn't believe it. That's his actual grandpa. Yeah, he's got an entire group of his whole family is in the chat. Like a lot of the time. Grandparents, parents, the whole he's got the whole cadre of individuals in the chat. His family incredibly supportive, or credibly supportive. Oh, Mom is here. What's up, Mom? Scooty Mom. That's Scooty Mom. Like, Scooty's godfather is in the chat. No, maybe not now, but often. Yeah, Hemalizer, another Scooty grandma. All the stars are here. This is what you all need to do. You need to, you need to get your families in here. It's a heck of a lot of fun having them all here, so. 296 for Scooty, 257 for Eliash. BB Han says, my wife didn't realize that the stream is live. Thanks for making my night. Well, if you tell me a name that I can call your wife, like her name or a screen name, then I will be happy to say hello to your wife. $310 for Scooty. Yeah. Squirrely, Scooty's stepdad. Do his cats watch? Yeah, cats watch as well. Kaylee? All right. Well, hello to Kaylee from Van Dweller from Classic Tetris Monthly. Thank you for supporting the stream. And yeah, it's good to have you. So shout out to Kaylee. 357 for Eliash. 379 Scooty. Same line count. Scooty cats are in the chat. Don't the Scooty cats have their own Twitches, or at least one of them does? Because aren't they the bot? Isn't the cat the bot in Scooty's channel? Am I wrong? Church to cat. Yeah, church to cat. 449 for Eliash. 440. Well, now 470 for Scooty. Yeah, church to cat is the robot in Blue Scooty's Twitch chat. So they're all here. Pets, parents, grandparents, godparents. I mean, it's a whole. They got everybody. The line spin for Scooty. He really wants to win. You can tell, but they are very, very close. 1,000 points apart, 3 lines apart. There's a sibling watching. Bad Green Tiger. Well, hello, Bad Green Tiger. So yeah, no, none of my actual real life friends really ever watch. Commodore Friday with the 202 contribution gets us up to 1169.69. Thank you, Commodore. They're into 19 now. 547 Eliash, 569 Scooty. The S spin for Eliash Longbar gets over 573. Tetris Eliash 630, 632 for Scooty. Yeah, who else has had? I'm trying to remember who else has had family in the chat. Poyo in the chat. Poyo, I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. Hello, Poyo. Tetris for Eliash, 725. 746 for Blue Scooty. She was IRL and you were... Yeah, you guys don't count. I mean, you know, Hans, you guys are great, but I'm talking about, you know, players in the tournament. Although you guys, you know, fabulous. I'm glad you're here. $839 for Scooty. Eliash gonna top out at 733. Big yikes for Eliash. And Blue Scooty is good in game number 2. Yeah, you know, I guess the only time Poyo comes up now is like every once in a while in Discord it'll be like, oh, here's a marathon I ran. It'll be a picture. That's it. But Poyo, you know, we experimented with doing live Spanish commentary, like another stream where we had like someone doing Spanish commentary. It was like Poyo and Kingsman, I think. They were both great. I think those VODs still exist. I think those are great. We have a CTM and Espanol, which is actually kind of crazy to say CTM and Espanol. If you speak Spanish, you know why. But, but yeah, those VODs are still up. They're still up. A08BB6, both players ready. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Scooty got up though. He said he was ready, but he got up. Let's see if he sits back down. This time I did not do Scooty dirty. He was ready. He still says ready. Poyo says, it was such a good time, man. I honestly love those. Scooty trying to pull a dog. He's like, oh, wait, it started? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh. I get, but I didn't know we started, but I guess I'll see some of the opening pieces, while I'm late. Poyo says, I honestly loved it. Yeah, those were great times. Oh, it looks like we had another contribution to the prize pool from Nate. Just to make Vandy say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Nate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So satisfying. Vandy, am I CTW seeing this year? I would really like to, but it's not looking good. I'm planning to go, but it's not looking good. It's hard to justify. It's hard for me to go to these for free because, especially this year, I'm not like being dramatic. This is kind of a make or break year. For this whole enterprise. We'll see. 127 Scooty, 197 Eliash. You'll donate $5 if I go. Oh, thanks. Well, Steels, no, well, let's put it this way, Steels. Last year was the make or break year, and it's broken. So unless something really miraculous starts to happen, then well, I'm not going to think about it right now. But Scooty in trouble. So what can he do? And that is a top out for Scooty. And Eliash going to get gifted a game here on 18. Oh, wait. What? I got a person wrong? What did I get? Jay in the window. What, did I get a person wrong? Who did I get wrong? Oh, we're gonna take a break here. Actually, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. It was Jay. It says Nate. It says Nate S just to make Vandy say it. Was that you? 2091? Like it literally, I'll screenshot it if you don't believe me. I'm screenshotting it right now. Where's Discord? I said it was Nate for the donation. Yeah. Wasn't it? Oh, wait, was there another? Oh, there was one earlier one. No, like literally look. I just posted it in Vandy chat. Look. Oh. It didn't refresh. Usually it auto refresh. Okay, Jay in the, yeah, all right, there it is. It didn't refresh, that's why. Okay. That's why. And just the nature of the comment made me think it was Nate again. I refreshed and there it was. All right, well, sorry, Jay, I didn't see that. When I know someone has contributed, but I didn't see in the alert, then I have to look on the thing and it didn't refresh. It usually refreshes, but it didn't. So thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. That was a good contribution from Jay. 6487 got us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess Nate's was you know, a 6-7. That's what his was. I see. Maturino doing me dirty again. Vandy says, weird question. Do you use shampoo? Like, if you are bald, how do you clean? Totally work-related question, I swear. I just use, I use a body wash, and I just use the body wash. And I do have a little, I do keep some up there, but like a little, I don't, like sometimes I go super bald and I just use the body wash and then, or sometimes face wash. It kind of depends. Like right now I've got a little bit of a power donut going, and so I use the body wash, but if I'm totally bald, then I use whatever I use on my face. So yeah, it's weird. Although sometimes I use what I use on my face. Let me think. So I use a CeraVe. Anyway, we'll do the Vandy pantry check later. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4, Scooty 2, Eliash 1, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, I use a CeraVe. Is it CeraVe? Like I use a CeraVe face cleanser, and then I use that on my head a lot of the times. Although if I do rock a little bit of hair, I don't know. Sometimes I use my body wash too. It's kind of all over the place. Guys, you know, if you can't tell, I'm one of these like ADD executive dysfunction people. There's no rhyme or reason to anything I do. Okay? So, you know, yeah, sometimes body wash, sometimes this or that, toothpaste, whatever. Is it CeraVe or CeraVe? Oh, I don't know. I say CeraVe. I think I heard that in a commercial, but I could be totally wrong. I mean, I don't even think I've ever said the brand name out loud in my entire life, so I don't talk about it to anyone, so. But yeah, I know a lot of balding guys, like they use bar soap. And I think when I use bar soap, I did use that, but I don't use bar soap anymore. Because, at least in the shower, actually I don't use it anywhere. So I don't use it because it totally destroys your shower. Like, you know how you get that like pink bacteria in the shower? I don't know, maybe it doesn't happen where you live, but you know, you get those pink stains in the shower. Well, that's a bacteria, and it feeds off of soap, but not off of most body washes. Speaking of which, Scooty in a little bit of trouble here, could really use a bar like right now. And the bar comes and he gets it down. But anyway, yeah, if you have that like pink bacteria that you have to clean up in the shower or in the sink, it's from soap. So just use body wash. And it doesn't cause it. If you look it up, people will call it pink mold, but it's not mold. It's a bacteria. CeraVe? Oh, God. Well, now we need to know. You see that pink bacteria in your cat's water bowl? Yeah, that's not good. That's bad. You should clean that out. $225 Eliash, 184 Blue Scooty. I mean, we're not listen, you shared something personal. We're here to judge, you know. But yeah, you should clean that up. 195, Scooty. 229, Eliash. Your cat might judge, though. Yeah, I mean, a cat's... He might be dissatisfied. I don't know if he can judge. Thank you, Vandy, says Poyo. Why do you want to know that? For what purpose? Like, what is... For work? $286 Scooty, $302 for Eliash. I mean, you kind of, if you're going to ask a question like that, you do owe me a little tiny bit of an explanation, right? Yeah, you know, you get a little, you give a little. $332 Scooty, $348 Eliash. CRT died a week ago, says Jay. Getting a new one tomorrow. Any tips on not getting Craigslist killered? Yeah, I mean, go to a public place. Or bring someone with you to sit in the car. If you have to be at their house, then bring someone with you. $424 Scooty, $443 Eliash. Jiffy Park says Twitch is garbage. Youngle Cook says people on Twitch are nasty. Why are you guys saying that? Kiri Game says, give me a little. Say his name right. L-I-I. Like, honestly, Kiri, enough. I've already told you once to put a cork in it. I've acknowledged your comment. I've been instructed by the player how to say the name. And that's the one I'm using. So if you don't like it, leave. Not kidding. $495 for Eliash. Long bar down the middle. And he's going to stay alive. 515. He's not completely out of the woods yet. This is a very dicey situation. He's got no burns. And he couldn't get the bar over, so he's got to chop it down. And both players topping out at the same time. At the same time. But Scooty was ahead when it happened. And he is going to go up 3 games to 1. Wow. Carrie, I've already... Eliash, do you have any objection to how I'm pronouncing your name? He doesn't care. He's 3-1 right now, okay? He doesn't. He told me how to say it. Pieces are here. F-A-E-B-B-A. Yeah, this is a best of 7. This is a best of 7. Okay, F.A. Faeba. This match is taken Faeba. Why is that so funny? Faeba. Anyway, all right. It's game number 5. Let's get these players started in game 5. Scooty going for the win right now. Eliash has got to win out. 3-2-1 Tetris. Well, thank you, Scotto. What's going on, Scotto? All right, well, this is a critical game for Eliash. That's it. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to warn somebody. Like, literally, topic over, and you keep going. $183 for Scooty, $186 for Eliash. Hey, what's up, Jiffy Park? How's it going? Vandy, Jasmine was in Mexico a couple months ago. You should visit. I'll take you to the best tacos here. I mean, I should visit. I've never been to Mexico. I should go to Mexico. Tayo says 169 Twitch viewers and only 23 YouTube likes. Shaking my head. I know. What's up, Caleb? How's it going? Over on Twitch. We got a lot of people on Twitch. And a goodly number on YouTube. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. $467 Scooty, $445 for Eliash. Both players first time in the finals. So we are guaranteed a brand new DAS Masters winner. Oh, that right side for Scooty is fatal. And that is not fixable. And no, not going to be able to do it. So Eliash is good. Scooty gifting Eliash a game on another level 18 game. It's frame perfect. Eliash says, man, that RNG in that game was so good. Yeah, Scooty, you ruined it. It was a great RNG game. Mari says 100 bits for your red site troubles. No problem, Mari. I mean, listen. Certain things just get on my nerves, and it's fine. But then I just say, stop. And then, stop, right? And if you keep going, then of course you're going to get muted or timed out. Like, if I say topic over, easy. 4 BCE 9-8. 4 BCE. All right, we're like in ancient Greece here or something. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is game number 6. If Eliash wins, he can force a deciding game number 5. Scooty can wrap it up right now. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Salty says, Scoots, put him away or out him away so I can go to bed. Salty says, Vandy's cranky. I'm tired. Let's go. I mean, I'm not cranky, but it's just, if a streamer says topic over, easy, topic over. It's not hard. All right, I think players fighting through a little bit of RNG here to start off with. Both of them seem like they're trying to contend with it, but just bringing it down. You can see both players in the 50,000s here at 20 lines, so clearly the piece is not favorable. But Eliash keeping his board low. Someone says, Steel says, why does Scooty look miserable, Sob? And Somalian says, that's just Das face. Yeah, I mean, Das is just sad, spelled backwards, so you're just seeing a normal face. That's a regular face for this tournament. 111 for Scooty, 88 for Eliash. I feel like one player has gotten bigger, the other one got smaller. Das but true. Resting Das face. You guys are way too young to know about a rap band called Third Base from the 80s who had a minor hit with something called the Gas Face. You guys are way too young. $249 for Scooty, $228 for Eliash. Yeah, Alfred von Wigglebottom is one of the only people old enough to know. Third Base, Pete Nice and MC Search. DJ Daddy Rich. That's right. Pop goes the weasel. Salty nose. 320 for Blue Scooty. 278 Eliash. Chen says, if you leave Tetris, I'll leave Tetris, Vandy. Well, don't give people the incentive to try to force me out of Tetris, Chen. You know, Kingsman will try to force me out if you say that. $395 for Elias, $396 for Scooty. It's weird to hear this song so late. I agree, but you know, people wanted the playlist randomized, and this is what you get. Don't leave you alone with Kingsman. I'll try not to. Who wanted the playlist randomized? One random YouTube commenter said it, and then of course when that happens, it's in my head forever. And then so I did randomize it just for, you know, just because it was on my mind, and then people started responding positively in the chat to the playlist being randomized, so I kept doing it. $537 for Eliash, $536 Scooty. So I do it about 2/3 of the time now. So we're into 19, 562 Scooty, 540 for Eliash. Tetris for Scooty. Is the playlist randomizer 7-bag or classic? It is. I don't have a funny answer to that, so I will just say that's a pretty funny comment and leave it at that. 646 Scooty, 598 Eliash. So Eliash right now back by about 60,000 points, back by 3 lines, and he's got to pull this together and start scoring at some point. He's not super far behind, but you also don't want to let it get out of hand because Scooty is clean and looks like he's in a rhythm. Oh, Scooty kind of in trouble. But he gets that piece to the left. He's got a long bar dependency that's going to be tough to fix. So Scooty's going to top out at 741. There's a chase down target. We haven't had like any chase downs really in this. There's a chase down target for Eliash of 742. Yeah, all of a sudden, as soon as I say Scooty's into clean into the rhythm, he's like out of it. So chase down target for Eliash. He needs 100,000 points. He's got 40 lines to go. Tetris is on 24 worth 30,000, now 31,200. So three Tetrises plus whatever you get along the way would seal it and force the decider. And Eliash now bringing this down. And he is clean. And he's just trying to get a well-timed bar. And that's the other thing is like, you can know exactly what you have to do and be executing fine. But if you don't get the bar. So yeah, this is a bad time for a drought. He's getting set up again. He knocks that down. And this is a drought. And there's a Tetris. 7-11. He's 1 away. So he was able to get enough during that drought where he's just 1 away. And there's the 1. And Eliash is going to tie it up and force a deciding game number 7. Wow. So a gritty, grindy game, and Eliash will get the over 100,000 Point chased out. All right, players, take a moment. Do you want a moment? I'll give you a moment if you want it. The first ever CTM Game 7. Oh my God, first time ever. Wow. Is it? No, it's not. Stop it. All right, the pieces are here. 7C000E. That seed looks very suspect. Yeah, you're out of here, Stolen Short Sword. What was now 6 games is now 7. What's up, Deck? Good to see you in chat. I feel like I haven't seen you in chat in a while. 7C000E. This is the seed of destiny. Both players have signaled ready. The winner of this one single solitary game will be the winner of the entire tournament. Let's get them going. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Steels, you really want to say the line? Well, it's all random, so I don't choose what song comes up next, okay? So I can't promise. But maybe if we all wish hard enough, the Say the Line song will come up. By the way, the Say the Line song is called A New Beginning. Zook says, oh, is there a Say the Line song? What? Zook, wait, really? You're capping, right? As the kids say. I'm 48. I shouldn't be saying that, but you guys make me feel younger. So I feel like I can get away with it. You typically have the volume low enough that you can't hear the music. Oh, I see. You have your own music on. Honestly, that's the strategy. It's perfect. But yeah, there is a specific song. But I don't know. We can't promise. I think this song has 30 seconds left, so we can try to just think real hard. It's called A New Beginning. Picture it in your mind. See if it comes up. Hopefully it will. $190 Scooty, $168 Eliash. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Guys, I did not manipulate that. That just came up. I'm not kidding. That just came up. $282 for Blue Sky. You collectively manifested it. Whoa. We got to buy a lottery ticket. Wow, together. I mean, it's not that. There's only 70 songs, and we already played, like, I don't know, 20 of the songs. It was only like a 1 in 50. It was a 1 in 50 chance. Like 2% of the time that happened. So that's crazy. I could barely get the sentence out because I was so shocked. I was like, wait, what? I have to say it? Like, I was ready to say it, but I didn't think I'd have to. That was pre-recorded? No, that's not pre-recorded. That's the meme. but it's not pre-recorded. I say it fresh every time, guys. Fresh, never frozen. 400 for Blue Scooty, 377 for Eliash. Is this a decider or is it best of 11? Oh yeah, decider, right. I didn't put the decider on there. There it is. It is a decider, yeah. The winner of this one game is the winner of the tournament for the first time. A new winner to kick off a new year. Say potato if this was pre-recorded. Potato. See? It's pre-recorded. Proof. Incontrovertible proof. And Scooty aspiring. This is always, it's very survivable. I mean, these DAS players have this in the bag when the game looks like this, but for me, it's a little dicey. All right, Scooty could really use a bar, though. And that's going to be a top out. All of a sudden, I didn't know it. I was like, what? Wait, watching Scooty. All of a sudden, Eliash topped out. I totally missed it because I was like fixated on Scooty's board. And that is a level 18 top out for Eliash at 452. I was totally like, oh, Scooty, Eliash is in a good rhythm here. Scooty is in trouble. And Scooty is going to take this one. Eliash said, that is actually my first early top out all tournament. Oh my goodness gracious. That is going to do it. Blue Scooty is your CTM DAS Masters winner for January 2026. Eliash, in his first ever finals appearance, played amazing, but got tripped up just one time. And what a story, though. Seed number 28 gonna make it into the finals, and Blue Scooty is your winner. The first time it was like not Artiaga or an Italian guy. The first time. So Scooty, you are a DAS Masters winner. The first ever DAS Masters winner whose last name started with a consonant. Wow. I mean, you'll never forget where you were. So congratulations, Blue Scooty. And, big shout to Eliash coming all the way from basically round 2. Played amazing. Took out toughest player in the tournament in, demonstrative fashion. And played amazing. And Blue Scooty is now an official DAS Master. He's got a DAS Masters, a Masters, and a C-Tap. You think that's the Triple Crown C-Tap? That's it. Wow. That is crazy. Well, what a tournament. Guys, I want to thank everybody for wow, I can't get over it. What just kind of a shocker, like a total shocker. The way this went down. I mean, listen, obviously Eliash, goated player, but you expect Andy to be in the finals after all this time, it's just crazy. And Eliash came in, knocked him out, went to the finals for the first time, and got to a decider. Eliash said this first time he early topped, 18 topped all tournament. I believe it. Eliash, just incredible player. Both players, amazing performance, getting to the finals for the first time and really gutting it out through some rough RNG. So amazing tournament performance from both players. Scooty, his path here was what? What was his path here? Let's take a look at the path. Let me report this. And let me get this in, and then we will see the path to victory for Blue Scooty. Yeah, only our 4th different DAS Master out of 12 times. And Scooty will have to wait until next year to be emblazoned on the Gallery of Champions. So, all right, here, let's refresh this. It might be bedtime. Yeah, Scooty gets ice cream. Scooty, you get the ice cream. You earned it. Whew. So yeah, there it is. Blue Scooty, the winner. Seed 10, taking out Seed 28. Jay, it's not possible. So I didn't build the website. It's not possible. And it's silver. It's not gray. It's silver. Okay. Jay, don't annoy me right now. No, it's done. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for another great tournament. I want to thank everybody who supported the stream during this stream and other streams. We will take a moment to thank you. I think I missed some subs and things like that. You think Jay is volunteering to code? Maybe not this year. Thanks for new followers, Divine52, Top Possum, and Scott. Twitch subs, Eliash, Pound Diggity, that's Ndog, Doc Pie, and Twitch bits from Mari, Super Chat, Kip, Raid, Sharky, and Short Sword. Thank you very much. You think Jay's volunteering to code? You're Super J Coder. Oh, that's true. But I think you have to take it up with Fractal. Tired. I am a tired man. All right. So anyway, thanks to that. Thank you to our patrons, Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Nate, Mr. Brain, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M., Cat Kit, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, everybody else on this slide. Thank you so much. There's people not on this slide. Da, da, da. Thank you. I'll get it updated. Now it's going to be a new month. I'll get it updated. So thank you for that. Prize pool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you make Das Masters monthly instead of STM? STM is not monthly. We did it 7 times last year. We're looking to do it 8 times. I would love to make it monthly. It's just we can't run everything every month. So we're planning on running it at least 8 times, Wallpan. More than last year. So anyway, thanks everybody who contributed to the prize pool. I'll take a moment to thank every single person who contributed. So if you don't want to sit through that, then, that's a thing. We'll sort it by amount. So Nate, K9, Jay, Madelsberger, Laura, Scamando, Nate, Pseudo, Kennard, Summer B, Russell, Talbot, Sky, Nate, Salty, Bendy, Bent, Squirrely, Chris, Cat My Dogs, Avi, Ace Hardcastle, I Divide by Zero, Captain Caprice, Cox, Danny J, I Divide by Zero again, Serial Number, Arbaro, Jiffy Park, Wall Bant, DJ Mr. Burrow, Rogue Potato, Mustache Cannon, Colin Whoops, Colin Talbot, Commodore, Sky, Jiffy Park, Sky, and a bunch of coupons. So thank you everybody who helped contribute to the prize pool and who, made challenges to incentivize people to do it. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. And thanks to all the mods. Thank you to our schedulers, Zempro and Cat Surgery. Appreciate y'all. And I don't know, who else should I thank? Thank you to the players. Thank you to all the, qual checkers and everybody else. I'm very tired. I'm coming down with something. I'm very sick. So I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to think. Is there anyone else I missed? Who else do I need to thank? Anybody? You think of anyone? Technical team, of course. Moodoos. I want to thank Moodoos. I want to thank Wallbant, especially. And Jay. Thank you very much. Well, that is going to do it for us. No interview of the winner because it's late. People want to go to sleep. I'm tired. Chiller, thank you, Chiller, for Thank you, Chiller and Pumpy, for abandoning Pumpy for Vandy in his hour of need. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are great. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, that's it. So that is going to do it for us. What a tournament. What a turn of events. One last look at our top 8. This is everybody who's getting paid in the tournament, thanks to y'all who contributed. So, yeah. One for the history books. Good night, everybody. YouTube, we will see you. I don't know when we're going to see you. The Masters finale, I think, is still in the process of being scheduled, but is not yet scheduled as far as I know. And we will let you know as soon as it is. So good night, YouTube. Have a great night. Thank you again, Mr. Brain, Salty for the win. Jungle Cook, C Dub, David Chu. There's a poker player named David Chu. Jiffy Park, Mr. Cagatorio. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye, YouTube. See, winner and runner-up are colored gold and silver in the bracket. See, Zook, you're right. Well, Twitch, I'm about to die, so before that happens, let's find you a place to go that is showing Tetris. Because we raid Tetris here, guys. Tetris Wars is going PBTV. What an interesting concept. Very interested in this PBTV concept. So let's go ahead and I'll try not to die, Tetris. I'll try. I'm trying every day. All right. Go say hello to Tetris Wars. One of the few Tetris organization that isn't called CT something, which is to their credit. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Bye, and see you when I see you. Hopefully before the weekend. Bye-bye.